Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, and it's November 13th. And I hope you guys had a nice weekend. And want to say again, thanks to the vets for serving and giving us our freedoms. You guys had a well-deserved day, and we want to say more than what we could. It's never enough to say thank you to you guys. We certainly appreciate all your sacrifices, you and your family sacrifices. Uh, Anyways, just kind of moving forward here. We just got one economic news today, and that is the NFIB Small Business Index. This is kind of the confidence level on small businesses, which is important primarily because they do make up the largest of the jobs numbers out there. So we had a slight decline here from September at 107.9 to 107.4, so a half percent or half a point decline here. Still in a good range here. It is a low point, but again, these are pretty high numbers on the index level where, we're still having some very good job numbers out there. Now, this week we do got a few important ones. Tomorrow we'll get the CPI report. That will probably be our biggest one this week because it's talking about inflation on the consumer level here. But we do got some other important ones like retail sales on Thursday, as well as manufacturing in the Philadelphia and New York regions. So those will be a big ones too. Thursday will also be a pretty big day as well, because that's when those numbers will come out on Thursday. So let's kind of jump ahead here. Headline news: stock market slightly up, especially after a very disappointing day yesterday. Stock market was open yesterday, whereas we could pretty much do this report on mortgage-backed securities and what affects the mortgage rate. So that's why we didn't do ours, as that market was closed yesterday. Stock market was up or down quite a bit yesterday, but today it's trying to rebound a little bit. It's in positive territory, but it's not up a lot. Today's news is mostly on China. There's been some talk over the weekend between Treasury Secretary, or not Treasury Secretary, Mnuchin and the Vice Premier in China. They were talking about, so it creates some optimism. There was some talk about yesterday about President Trump adding more tariffs to China, so that's what kind of drove the markets downwards yesterday. But the market's feeling a little bit more optimistic, a little bit that something might get done between the U.S. and China. At least that's what they're hoping. Especially when the president and their president will be meeting later this month at the G20 summit in Buenos Aires. And then last but not least, I guess President Trump had made some comments about yesterday in regards to oil, saying that with the supply out there, the prices should be lower. So it kind of put like a pretty big spin, a big drop in oil prices. So 11 consecutive days, we've had oil prices drop, and that's kind of helping, of course, consumers a bit. Later today, we do have a few Fed speakers out talking today, and we'll have that could potentially move the markets. Everything's out of the ordinary, but otherwise, so far it hasn't really played a role because there hasn't been any surprises. But you never know. There could always be that one thing that's mentioned that could also get the market's attention or get them thinking about something else. So let's kind of jump ahead here and see how the market's doing. We're doing pretty well. Friday, we improved from Thursday's numbers because we hit the bottom here, but that was due to a bond rollover. We're working our way upwards towards the 25-day moving average. We're currently in up 6 basis points, but not quite enough to get an improvement in our interest rates here. So we don't really have an improvement in pricing today. As you can still see here on the stochastic calendar or stochastic chart, we're still in a sold position here. So that should help us, can at least give us some more room to go upwards and improve, especially until we get the 25-day moving average. Here's a 10-year Treasury. Friday, it had a pretty bad day here for them. It dropped below the 25-day moving average. It's testing the 25-day moving average, which will become a floor or a ceiling of resistance. And right now we're up 1 point from where we left off on Friday, and it's at 3.16 level right now, just below, again, below this level at 3.17 and change for the 25-day moving average here. So that will help pressure yields lower, which will help mortgage-backed securities to rise, and thus lowering interest rates. So that's a good sign for those who are looking to purchase or to refinance. So it's helping keep the rates at least a little bit steady here. All right, so that's about wraps up the day. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If there's any changes, I will post on the Twitter at Mike Bjork. Again, rates did not. There's no change in rates from when we left up on Friday's numbers. All right, have a great rest of your day. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.